Today we are going to tour my new listing here at the Mountain Edge condominium complex. It is in a prime location here in Mount Crested Butte, just steps from the slopes. Hi, I'm Heather Woodward with Living in Crested Butte, Colorado. If you've been thinking about making a move to Crested Butte, Gunnison, or the surrounding areas, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you can be the first to know all the ins and the outs in the valley, including the current real estate market. And every day I help people just like you, whether they're moving here in 6 days from now, 6 months from now, they're moving across the world, across the country, or down the valley. I want to make your move exactly the way you want it to be. Feel free to call, text, or email. You can even set up a Zoom meeting with me. All of my contact information is down below for you. All right, before we go in, I do want to point out the location to the slopes from this unit. Especially I'm standing right here in the parking lot. Sorry it's a little bit loud. The complex across the way here is removing some snow from their roof, and they have some machinery out just moving the snow off of where they push it off the roof. So it's kind of a cool little operation. But anyways, it is what it is, and that's life here in the mountains. So this unit is steps away from the West Wall lift. So this building back behind me is the West Wall condominium complex. There in between this condo complex and that house is a pedestrian easement. So you can walk right through there, and then you can see the lift there in the distance. That is the West Wall lift, and that will take you to the resort. So you could ride that up, traverse over, and you'll be at the base area within just a couple of minutes, or on another lift service lift. So, or another lift that will take you to other services there on the mountain. All right, before we go into the unit, let's talk about amenities. In my opinion, this condo complex has one of the best hot tubs in all of Mount Crested Butte. The views from this hot tub are incredible. So let me show you. Check that out. I mean, can't you imagine sitting up here after a full day of skiing or biking and enjoying the hot tub? And then you can also be grilling out if you want to put some burgers on the grill while one of you hops in the hot tub. So super great amenity up here. The views aren't too shabby. Okay, so this particular condo complex has 5 floors, and this unit is on the 4th floor. There's also a storage closet off of this hallway, this interior covered hallway that I'm going to show you. So it's really nice to be able to have that. All right, there's our unit number right there. And then this is a lockable storage closet. So if you go out that door right there and down 1 floor, you will be at that hot tub area. Okay, so now we are inside the unit. I just came into the front door after we looked at the closet, and then before that, the amenities like the hot tub area. So right when you come in, you have the kitchen to the right, and then that's gonna look beyond to the dining room table, then the living room, bedroom, and then the bathroom, the full bathroom. So while I call this a studio 1 bedroom, it is technically a 1 bedroom because you can close it off or leave it open. I will show you that here in just a second. All right, here's the kitchen area. So you have plenty of storage, lots of cabinet spaces. And what I love about this unit is that you have some cabinets right here, but not right here. A lot of these older units do have these low hanging cabinets, which only gives you a little bit of a view into the dining room, living room, but this one doesn't, and it's completely open. And you can see all the way through there, which we'll get over there in just a second, but you can see that, you know, just shy of 700 square feet. It's very spacious. Okay, so that is the front door where we came in on the left-hand side here. That's where I came in. You have your coat closet there, bathroom, which we'll get to in a second. So you come here, you have lots of space. You can even put a larger size dining room table here. And I do want to mention that this unit comes fully furnished. All right, another feature of the kitchen is this bar area. From me standing in the kitchen, you couldn't see those additional bar stools there. I think you could actually fit a third one if you wanted to. So it's nice to be able to have that additional seating area. If you have some overflow guests over that are more than 4 people, you can put them there at the bar, or just use it as a breakfast coffee area. All right, looking towards the living room, you can see that there is a fireplace here, and that is a gas fireplace, and that is one of the only gas fireplaces in the building. So they were able to retain their fireplaces when they changed these out from wood so many years ago. So that is a really great feature, and not a lot of these units have that. Okay, so I have the bedroom behind me. This is a king size bed with 2 additional nightstands. And something that I want to point out is that they have it open right now, so it shows like a studio unit, and they do rent this on a short-term basis. But this area could be easily closed off with these great dividers. Okay, so I have completely closed off this bedroom. So you can see this accordion divider behind me is super awesome because you can close it off at night, or you can leave it open at night if you want to, if it's just 2 of you, or if you have additional guests, you can close it off for that privacy there. The additional guests, if they're sleeping on the other side in the living room, can still access the bathroom from the kitchen area. So there's a pass through on both sides. So it's really super nice and handy, and will sleep more people than just the 1 bedroom setup that it is right now. Leaving the bedroom here, or if you're coming from the living room area when the doors are open, you have this nice hallway here, additional storage, and then just on the other side here is a stackable washer and dryer. So while the complex has their own laundry facility, it's nice to be able to have your own washer and dryer inside the unit. Here is the full bathroom with a single vanity sink, and then the additional storage that runs along the back of the toilet there. This is a tub, by the way. So it's a tub shower combo, which is nice. Okay, so I am back at the kitchen. So that's what I was saying earlier, that if you had additional guests here that were sleeping and they were sleeping in a pull-out sofa, that they could come around to this entrance from the bathroom, which is right across from where the kitchen is. This is the entrance door that we came in to and from the unit. So you could access the bathroom that way. And then the bedroom area has their own access to that same bathroom. Another feature that I love about this unit is that you have this outdoor space that you can sit out here in the summertime. I'm going to show you why I love it so much. And there's also another storage closet out here that could function as an owner's closet, and that's what the owners that's exactly what they do for the unit. So it's a locked storage closet that they can put additional things in, and then they let their guests use the one off the hallway. So you have 2 access points for this covered deck here. You have one off the bedroom area and then one off the living room, so that no one is left out. So that is Gothic Road down below. That mountain right there is Whetstone. And then I want to show you right here. So about right here is where the sun sets, depending on the time of year, whether that is summer or the winter. So you can sit right here and enjoy the beautiful sunsets. And then across the way there, again, that's that pedestrian sidewalk, so you can walk, run, or ride your bike. The resort will be behind us. And then that road takes you down to the town of Crested Butte. Now that I'm giving you a tour of this adorable condo, let's talk about Mount Crested Butte for just a little bit, in case you're not familiar with the area. So Mount Crested Butte sits at an elevation of 9,375 feet above sea level. The actual mountain, which is Crested Butte Mountain, sits at 12,162 feet above sea level. A lot of people don't realize that the town of Crested Butte and Mount Crested Butte are completely different cities and have their own town councils, even their own zip codes. They also have their own building restrictions and short-term rental restrictions. So keep that in mind when you are shopping around for properties, that they're two completely different municipalities. Another thing that people don't realize, or maybe you may have heard, is that Mount Crested Butte is the birthplace of extreme skiing. There is the infamous Rainbow Trail, which is the steepest tree cut trail on the continent. But don't worry, there's still lots of skiing for the rest of us if you are into the green and intermediate trails like I am. So this 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 695 square foot condo is listed at $545,000. So if you've been looking for the right place and the right size with little to no maintenance, this could be the place for you. And remember, if you're looking to make a move to the area, whether it's in 6 days from now, 6 months from now, across the country or down valley, I am here to make your move exactly the way you want it to be. All of my contact information is down below for you. Until next time. Like you're making a move to the Crested Butte and Gunnison area. So you're trying to decide which video to watch. You could watch this one, or you could watch this one, or you could watch both, because they're both going to help you out and they're both really good. But go ahead and pick one.